Well, hello, everybody. My name is Angel Benton, and it is time for another edition of Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television and we do a few reality shows on the side. And one of the daytime TV shows that we're doing is Days of Our Lives. But before we get into that, it's been a while since my last update. I'm now coming to you from, I see that I'm very red, and I promise you this red is actually from sunburn. I'm doing the show from Florida. I've been here this whole week. I think about a week's enough. I love me some Disney, don't get me wrong. I've had the time of my life. I've gone into all 4 of the parks. It's been great. I'm running the race this weekend, but after this weekend I'll be ready to go. I just feel like, I don't know. Anyways, yeah. I think maybe if I change the order of the parks that I went to, like, because first I went to Magic Kingdom, then Epcot, then Hollywood Studios, and then Animal Kingdom. Basically, I went in the order that they were opened, right? But I think I need to rethink that. If I'm going to do another long trip like this, and I am registered for the Dark Side Marathon in April, if I'm going to do this again, I think that I need to better plan the parks and which ones I go to on which days. That's all. Because the way that I did it, I don't know. Anyways, all right. Okay, so let's talk about Days of Our Lives, because I'm so excited. Now, the next update that I do about Days of Our Lives will be, I can't wait to do that one, but I still have to do last week's because, I'm a little bit behind because I've spent all week. It was such a shit show to get here to Florida. It really was. I get here. I didn't get home that first night until I didn't get to bed. I didn't get to bed until 1 in the morning. It took me so long to get here. It was the absolute worst. And it was freezing. The first 2 days, Sunday and Monday, it was so damn cold. Oh my gosh, they had a historical cold front move through Orlando, and they were not normally. Now, for me though, I remember the first time I did the Wine and Dine Half Marathon when it was at night with Ryan Raz. I remember that it was freezing then too. I mean, we were both so cold. So I don't know how historical this cold front was. They don't happen every year. Last year was hotter than hell last year, but you never know. So I did pack for it though, just in case. I brought my sweatshirts, I brought my hoodies. I was prepared because I knew that the weather here changes on a dime, and it could be really, really hot or really, really cold. So I brought clothes for both. All right. Okay, so Days of Our Lives. So this week on Days of Our Lives. So, 2 weeks ago, we saw that Sammy Brady came back. And she came back just at the very end of Friday's episode. She held the shovel that John was going to use to dig up Will. And she's like, how dare you? What do you? So the thing is this week, we saw a lot more of Sammy, which is great. Oh, or no, was that this week? That wasn't this week. That was the week before. This week, Bonnie. This was actually a really sad week for Bonnie Lockhart. Here's the thing. I love me some Bonnie Lockhart. I do. I really do. I find her to be quite entertaining. And Judy Evans, who plays her, looks like she's having a lot of fun playing Bonnie. As well she should. And she is the only character on the show to challenge Maggie. I think it's needed. I mean, now here's the thing. At the end of the week, it basically all came out that Bonnie was blackmailing Victor into marriage. And that she hadn't really signed the divorce papers, that the divorce papers were fake. Sorry. That the divorce papers were fake, and that she was out to get her. And finally Bonnie was like, because she asked, why do you want to get with Victor? She's like, I don't want to get with Victor because I like Victor. I can't stand him, but I wanted to stick it to you, Maggie. And then they talked about the history of Mickey Horton, who had fallen in love with Bonnie when they thought that Maggie was dead because of the whole Salem Strangler thing and the whole Mela Swen and all that crap. So then all of a sudden Maggie turns up alive and Mickey just dumps Bonnie like a hot potato, and Bonnie was so upset. Now, don't get me wrong. Bonnie is not the most ethical of people. I know I really need to shave. I'm shaving on Sunday, but not till after the half marathon. But yeah, it's a lot. It's quite a bit, but whatever. Bonnie is not the nicest. Well, I mean, she is a nice person. She's not the most moral of people, right? So although she has her moments, for example, her friendship with Hattie. I love Hattie. I love Hattie. I love Bonnie. I love their friendship together. They're very interesting, and they're good television. However, Bonnie, she also has a good side when the whole reason she's in jail. Mimi killed, I believe it was her father, I think. And Bonnie said that she did it so that Mimi wouldn't have to spend her life in jail. But now she's not taking Bonnie's calls because Sheila, first of all, who knew T-Boz was such a good actress? She's hilarious. And this is a very smart thing that was done by the writers if they want to keep Sheila around. They tied her to a completely different set of characters. They actually tied her via the past to Eli. Genius. Great move. Awesome. And she did great in her scenes with him. And he explained the backstory to Gabby, because Gabby was asking, and he was like, well, I knew her and her brother way back in the day. I'm the one that arrested them on drug charges. Her brother died. So there's this big emotionally wrought history with between Sheila and Eli. So I think that's great. I think it's fantastic. I think the lighting here is not that good in my hotel room. I'm trying to be as front lit as possible. Maybe it's a good thing because of my sunburn. I swear I haven't been drinking. I haven't had anything to drink at all today, so I'm not drunk, I promise you. Last time I was in Florida, remember last year in Florida? Go back about 365 episodes, and you'll see that when I was a little tipsy. A little bit. Just a little bit. And everyone acted like I was just shit-faced drunk. I wasn't even that drunk. I was more buzzed when I did the Below Deck Med recap where I talked about Bugs' grandma dying and I started crying. That was the only time because I had a little bit to drink, because I had gone to the Voodoo Steakhouse that night, and I had steak, and I had this witch. It's called the Witch Doctor, and it's not. Is it dry ice? It might be dry ice, and it bubbles over. It's really cool. It's a cool drink, but it's very strong. Lots of rum. So I was a little bit tipsy that night, but I still wasn't even drunk. I've only been out of my mind drunk one time. I've been drinking now for 3 years. I've only been out of my mind drunk one time. I've been buzzed maybe 10 times in 3 years. And before that, and other than that, I've only been hungover twice. So, Anywho, so I just, so it all came out, and poor Bonnie, her world just came crashing down around her, and she ended up escaping, and she was trying to get out of town, and, Sheila was hitting her up for money. She's like, girl, what's going on? And she's like, are you kidding me? She was there at the wedding. She was supposed to be officiating the wedding. She's like, really? What? So, needless to say, but she's still on the run as of now. She's still, to me, she's still on the run. So I hope that they don't catch her because I love Bonnie Lockhart. Again, she's got another son too. She's got a son named Connor, who I think Mimi's raising Connor. I think. Because she has an older son, Patrick, who is hot as hell. And then she's got Mimi. And then she had a baby named Connor, who I think is being raised by Mimi now, I think. And I don't know where. I thought Patrick ended up in jail too, but I'm not quite sure. He might have escaped also. But anyway, thanks so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat at Angel Benton. You can hashtag Days to Talk Days of Our Lives, or you can also hashtag YR to Talk Young and the Restless, which I'm doing next. And you can also hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel to get my YouTube videos sent to your email inbox every single day. All right, everyone, have a wonderful day. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.